Hello, world. It is Monday, July 20th, 2020, and it is again, once again, a warm and humid day out. I went running this morning and it wasn't horrible, but it did more humid and warm than I like to be when I'm running. But it felt good to be outside and to be moving. And I saw a number of other people out either walking or running. So I think some people are kind of feeling the same sorts of things that I am. Today I'm going to read you a devotional from the UCC Devotional, Rise Up, Spirituality for Resistance. And today I've selected one from Richard Floyd. Rick is a member of the Brothers and Sisters of the Way, which I am a member of. And we meet on a monthly basis for a virtual retreat for an hour or so with fellow members of the Brothers and Sisters of the Way. Rick wrote his devotional on Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. So let us not grow weary in doing what is right, for we will reap at harvest time if we do not give up. And Rick writes, my mother-in-law is 85. Every day she engages in some sort of political protest, such as contacting her representative by phone or writing them a letter. This is part of her personal faith discipline. She went to the Women's March in January 2017 on Boston Common and nonviolently protested, along with two of her daughters and my daughter, her granddaughter. They all wore green Lady Liberty foam hats handed out by the ACLU. It wasn't her first protest by a long shot, and it wasn't her first time doing it on the Common. About 50 years ago, when my wife was about 10 years old, her mother took her out of school to hear Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. speak at a rally there. Why does she keep at it year after year? She has her reasons. She was born and raised in Nazi Germany. Her Jewish father, a doctor, was imprisoned at Dachau, and her family was shunned and stigmatized by their neighbors. After the war, she was in a displaced persons camp before immigrating to the U.S. at the age of 15. She has seen a nation's people lose their moral compass and slide into authoritarianism. She knows from early experience about the veneer of civilization is thin and fragile. She knows that freedom and justice are not a permanent state that can be taken for granted. So day after day, she keeps protesting the things she believes are wrong, and she never gives up. And Rick's prayer, God of justice, freedom, and peace, lift us up again and again, that we may never grow weary at doing what is right, as we wait and hope for your harvest time. Amen. Yeah, it can be a little overwhelming, all the things that are going on these days. And honestly, sometimes it seems like it might be easier just to give up, but we can't. We have to keep doing what's right. We have to keep working towards building God's kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. And that means upholding the greatest commandments. Love God with your entire being and love your neighbor as yourself. And when we see those kinds of things not going on, that we get involved and we do things. And we stand up for the oppressed, stand up for those being preyed upon, stand up for those whose lives are not what God intended their lives to be because of the actions of people. So don't give up, my friends. Do whatever you can, where you are, with what you have. And know that while it may not sometimes seem like very much, it's enough. And it's a difference. And if everyone just did the same, this world would definitely be a better place and be looking more like the place that God intended it to be. So keep the faith, my friends. Keep praying. Keep protesting. Talk to you soon.